So, if I didn't feel bad about my situation now, man, like when I say it's so many reminders in life to make you just constantly stay up, it's so many reminders. Like I went to the office and I'm turning in, my income statement. And then the freaking office lady talking about you don't got a job, where your job at? Because, it all led to that statement. Like, I'm like, how do you know I don't have a job? And she's like, well, I see you walking around here all the time. No, you ain't doing nothing. What you doing? And I'm like, ain't that, that's not part of your job description to be in my business. And I don't know. It's just like you don't know my situation to sit here and judge me. Why are you judging me? You don't know my situation. Why do you intend to keep pointing the finger at me? This coming from a freaking office worker. She works in the office of my housing. But it's like, why is you in my business? So like I said, it's so much pressure. And I feel like I shouldn't beat myself up about it. As my sons that always tell me, don't beat yourself up about it because you're doing the best that you can do. Especially with my situation. Like, I don't know what came across her mind to even go ahead and throw that my way. It just makes me know, it lets me know that you are, like, why are you watching me? How do you know I don't have a job? How do you know any of my personal information? Like, I'm the only tenant you're focused on. Like, why are you pressed on me? Why are you focused on me so much? You got how many? It's so many tenants around here. And I have never came to this woman before. I barely even know her like that. I don't give her my information or nothing. But she was so focused on me. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. She must be watching my videos. That's all I gotta say. She must be watching my videos. She gotta be watching my videos. She gotta be watching something to know my information like that. As much as we put out here, you'll be surprised at the ones who's actually watching you. And the ones that's watching you is so close to you and you don't even know that. Like, I intended to make my vlog private, private from private from here, private from my city, private from where I'm at. That's the thing, you got to actually go look up this person, look up their name and stuff. I don't expect anyone to be in my personal business, especially the freaking housing management. Why is y'all up in my business talking about you don't got a job, you don't got this, you don't got that? Like, why the fuck is you focused on me? Why am I your focus? So that's what I went through today. Like, I went there in a good state of mind because like I said, I got a lot of stuff done. It wasn't really a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff to me because I worked through something. Mentally I was going through so much, but I actually figured out something, and I used that, and I actually, I got it done because I figured out this about myself. When you focus on yourself, when you work on yourself, you eventually, figure out what's wrong. You're working on yourself, so therefore when you go out into the world, you're in a better state of mind to where you figure out stuff that you used to, you hadn't figured out before, and you was just sitting there like moping around, like, why is this going this way for me? Why is that going that way for me? But as soon as I get up on my feet and I actually figure out what's wrong, you go out and boom, somebody putting you down just like that. And you know, when people get you to that state of mind, your instant reaction or your instant combat is like you feel defensive, like you're offended, so you go into defense mode, like, oh, for real, you know, I got this, I got that, I wouldn't be in my position right now if I didn't have this. You know, is you mad? Why are you mad? You're mad, you know. So you start, you know, everything just start coming out, you know, just to defend yourself. But overall, she really just like I said, I haven't been in a good mood. But when I figure something out and I finally, you know, work through something, I'm good. Like, I feel so good because now I figured it out. I finally worked it out. I know what it is. I'm attacking it. You know, I'm moving. I'm up and I'm going. And then boom, somebody come out. You know, and that's the thing. When she approached me, she rolling her eyes like, "We not open right now." I'm like, okay, we not open right now. You know, I'm like, well, it say 1 o'clock. It's like what, 1:10, 1:15. You told me that y'all open in like a quarter to a quarter till. And it's a quarter till, and she was like, well, you said this, you said that, and I'm like, no, I asked you what time does the building open, and you told me a quarter till, and then she was like, what time? And then she said I asked for the time. I'm like, no, I didn't. And if I did, I pulled out my phone and I looked at the phone, because, you know, this dude right here wasn't even, you know, he wasn't telling me nothing really. So he was um aiming everything towards your way. And then, so like I said, I pulled out my phone. I got my phone on me, so I'm not really focused on the time. I'm focused on what time this building opens. And and I'm like, I'm constantly pointing her to the paper, like, well, it says 1 o'clock. I'm not new here. I know what time y'all open. Y'all open at 1 o'clock, but I understand, like, it's what I got there at like 12:45. So I'm like, okay, so it's like 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes away. Me and my son gonna wait, you know, 15 minutes. It is what it is. So we waited 15 minutes. And then that's when I'm like, you know, when is y'all gonna open? When is y'all gonna open? And then that's when she came to the door, and she was just batting her eyes, like just batting her eyes, talking about she was batting her eyes, and then she was like she just going off, piping off at the mouth, like, you know, you said this, you said that. I'm like, girl, I'm only focused on what time this building open, when they gonna be here. And she was like, okay, so who is you looking for? I'm like, I'm looking for um I'm looking for hold on. I'm looking for the freaking the people. She know who the fuck I'm looking for. But I'm looking for those people. You know, the people I was talking to. I don't know their name exactly, but I know one is management, like the supervisor, and then it's the other lady, like, that just be behind the desk handling paperwork. I really don't know their title right now. But yeah, I was looking for them too, and she was like, well, they not here right now. And I'm like, okay, that's why I was waiting. Y'all told me she was on lunch break, so I'm waiting until the lunch break is over, and it's 1 o'clock. You told me 1 o'clock. So then she was like, well, you can sit out here, you can go in the back and sit at the table. So I'm going back there and I'm sitting at the table, and she's still piping off at the mouth. Like, I'm like, all right, I thought it was gonna be done, but she come to the room, and she's standing there like, um she was like, I don't know, she like I said, she was just piping off. I'm in a good mood. I'm really bypassing everything she's saying. But what hit me was when she was like, yeah, you don't got a job. Where your job at? Oh, she got offended when I said, I was like, girl, I'ma just sit here. You go back in your room, do your paperwork. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to hear your mouth. Shut up talking to me, and I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna wait. You know, go, go. I'm in here now. I'm sitting here waiting. Go. You told me I could sit here, so I'm gonna sit here. Go back in your office. And she just standing there the whole time, like, um, Like, where your job at? At least I got a job. Where your job? I'm like, how you know I ain't got no job? And then that's when she walked away. I'm like, how? No. And I'm getting louder. Because now you got me curious as to how you know I got a job. So I'm like, how do you know I have a job? Like, you about to answer my question. How do you know I don't have a job? And she walked in there and she was like, because I see you walking up and down the street. I live here. You don't live here. You work here. So if you see me walking up and down the street, why are you focused on me? Why am I the only one you're looking at walking up and down this street? You know, if I'm walking up and down the street, I don't have a car. Sorry. Sorry you got to see me walking up and down the street because I don't have transportation. Sorry you got to see that. But me walking up and down the street does not mean I don't have a job. It's so many people that walk up and down the street and I don't have a car, and I don't care. I'm not about to boast about if I have a car or not. I'm in a situation. I don't like my situation, but hey, I got to do what I got to do, period. So how do you know? You don't even know me. I don't even come and talk to you. The reason I don't even know who you are. I'm waiting for the other two ladies because that's my point. I don't know you. I don't even work with you. So how the fuck do you know anything about me? So yeah, that had me thumbs up. And then she was like, well, you crazy. She was like, you're crazy. Something is wrong up there. You lost your mind. Something wrong with you. I'm like, how do you fucking know me? And then she was like, you need help. You need help. I'm like, obviously, you're the one that needs help because I'm sitting here minding my own business. You told me to come sit down. I'm sitting in this room. I'm waiting for the other two people to come. The other two office workers. I'm waiting for the other two office workers to come. And you're all up in my face just trying to start something when it really ain't nothing to start. I'm just sitting here waiting. So if anyone needs help, you're the one who needs help. Like, why is you pressing me? I don't fucking know you. And that's what's getting me. What keep getting me is I don't know you, and you sitting here talking about I'm crazy, I need help, I don't have a job. She said something else, but I can't even think about what else she said. She said, I don't have a job, I'm crazy. And I'm always walking up and down the street or something like that. I'm like, this lady, I'm like, okay, I feel bad about my situation, I feel bad. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't feel bad. I do feel bad because I'm in tough times right now. I've been trying. My situation is, I have a son who needs me here. I have no support anywhere else. So if I'm needed here, I'm going to be here. I'm sorry I can't get a job right now. If that's what you want to hear, I'm sorry. I can't get a job. I can't be like you. I'm not grown as fuck. My kids all grown up. Your kids are grown as fuck. Like, you're old as fuck. This woman is probably damn near my mom's age or even older. Like, you're grown as fuck. You done lived your life. You have the privilege to come out here and get a job if you want to. You have the privilege to be in the position you are in right now. As for me, I still got little. My son is still little. I can't just go out here and do what I want to do. I can't go out here and not worry about, I can't go out here and worry about nothing. I have a child under my wing sitting here. I'm a single mother. I don't know your situation. You may think you know my situation, but I don't know your situation. So why are you making me feel more bad than I already am? Why are you making me feel bad? I'm already feeling bad because I can't do so much. I can't do what I need to do. I can't be in that position, and I want to be in that position you're in, but I can't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people is just so fucking, they don't give a fuck at the end of the day. They don't, But what did I do to you to make you feel like you gotta attack me about my situation? And I know my situation is not the best. I know it's not the best. And I'm trying here. I'm trying. I actually got I got the strength and stuff to come out today and do what I had to do. I gained that sanity, that strength to actually get my ass up and get this shit done. And boom, you already trying to put me down. And I only got this much strength that I just got up. And you already trying to bash me, talking about I ain't got this or I ain't got that, but you don't fucking know me. That's what I'm saying. This woman don't know me. But you're pressed on saying I don't got this and I don't got that. How fucking old is you? Like, you grown as fuck, you know? You act like I'm not stressed about my situation already. I am fucking stressed. I'm stressed out, and I'm trying the best way I can. I do it with I have, And this is what I go through, This is what I go through. I deal with people, just constantly constantly just throwing shit at me. Like, people constantly attacking me. Don't know my motherfucking situation, Just like last year, I got into a car wreck. I had my car. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Like, I had my car. And my son, I was driving. Reached home. My son is always quiet in the back seat. So I stopped at the gas station. And I noticed my son was in the back seat when I got home. Because he usually don't open the door. He don't touch the door. He's just back there quiet, rocking in his chair, So I reach home and I'm looking in my rear view and I see he not there. No, he fastened his seatbelt and everything before I pulled off. Like, I know he wasn't, like, he don't usually get out the car. This was the first time he done took off his seatbelt and got out that car. So I pull up and I'm looking in my rear view and I'm like, my son ain't back there. I'm like, oh shit. So I just pulled out and I'm rushing down the road. Like, it's right around the corner. So I'm rushing down the road and I'm rushing down the street. And then I wind up swerving because somebody stopped in my way. But, I kind of figured this woman was going to stop in my way anyway because I'm speeding. And, I'm pressing down my brakes. My brakes ain't working. So I swerved and my car rolled like 3 times. I managed to get out the freaking car door. I squeezed out the freaking window of my car, which is upside down, just to get down the street to get my son, because I'm just thinking, like, it's a busy road. I don't want him running out there or nothing, so I managed to get out the car, and then the cops come and they talking about you fleeing from the scene, this and that. I'm in the back seat of the car. Mind you, I just lost my motherfucking dad at that time. I lost my dad at that time. I just experienced a loss in my family, a big impact on my life. I really don't care about my life, but I care about my son. I feel like that, I feel like that's the energy I had in me, where I don't care about me. I just care about my son. So I go down the street and I'm going to find my son, and the cops in the front seat questioning me like, I'm about to take you to the psych ward. That's what I'm saying. People just perceive me as crazy because I'm a go-getter. I'm out here doing what I need to do. I'm always out here on a daily basis because I have no other choice. I don't have no fucking car no more. And when I did, I still was on my shit, period. I don't care. I'm just doing what I have to do. So they in the front seat like, we about to take you to the hospital, we about to take you to the psych where you ain't got no son, this and that. And I'm like, how I have a son. You not see the fucking car seat in my back seat, and then they like I don't see no, they was like, you don't have a son or something like that. I don't believe you. That's what they kept saying. It was like, I don't believe you, I don't believe you, I don't believe you. I'm like, well, go ahead and pull into this gas station. We about to see. So we pull into the gas station and they just shaking their head and whatnot and disapproval. Like, I don't believe this. She ain't got no son. We about to take her to the hospital. So they go in there and they grab my son. They find my son. Somebody walking out with my son. I guess they kept them in the store. So they coming out my son. I ain't get no sorries, no nothing. You know, boom. They calling the I had to talk to them. I'm telling them my fucking back hurt. You know, I messed up my back in a car wreck. So I'm sitting there like I got my back hurt. My back hurt. So I'm crying. I'm breaking down in tears because I'm in pain, and you're sitting here talking about your body. I'm in the backseat cuffed up. You know, I just got into a car wreck. My back is messed up. You know, and basically they putting all the fault on me. So I wound up going to the ambulance, getting in the ambulance, and mind you, they still gave me a fucking drug test. You know, they still did a drug test on me while I'm lying on the bed, and they giving me x-rays and shit. They still did the drug test. They ain't find shit because I'm not on drugs, and I've never been on drugs. The only drugs I had was was fucking cigarettes. You know, cigarettes, nicotine and cigarettes. That's the only thing I ever did. A couple drinks here and there, but I'm not a fucking drug addict. So they didn't believe me, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what happened. So later on, like, I come back home and I'm being, you know, attacked by everybody around here, and they talking about, yeah, you left your son at the gas station, this and that. You know, you don't care about your son anyway. You left your son at the gas station. That's what I'm saying. People don't know my motherfucking situation. Y'all know what the fuck y'all see, and that's what y'all going off of. But y'all don't know my situation. Y'all want to keep bashing me, but y'all don't know my motherfucking situation. You know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not about to explain myself to y'all. And one time I did, I'm like, I'm about to sit here and explain. I'm about to tell you what the fuck happened. You know, yes. And that's why I'm sitting, like, I got to the point where I'm fucking tired. You know, I'm tired of battling with y'all. I'm tired. If y'all want to know my story, I'm going to sit here and fucking tell you my story. You know, I lost my dad. I lost my motherfucking dad. And that's why I'm going through what I'm going through right now. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just not getting on my feet. You know, I'm just not getting on my feet after my loss, and boom, y'all want to keep bashing me, talking about I ain't got this and I ain't got that, but y'all ain't never been in my motherfucking situation to judge me, you know? You know, I wish I had it like that. I wish, because once upon a time I did. It ain't never been like this, and that's why I always got to remind myself, you know, you got to remind yourself of everything you've been through. I had so many jobs once upon a time. I was never in this fucking position. I had it like that. You know, I was in the fucking position you're in. You know, I was even in a better position than anyone, you know, any of y'all been. I was in a better position. I didn't been and had 6 motherfucking cars. You know, I was on my shit. You know, I had this, I had that. I didn't have to worry for shit. When I first got here, I could say it. I did not have to worry for shit. You know, I didn't have to worry for shit, but I always got to constantly keep proving myself, because now they see me when I'm down, because y'all never fucking see me when I was up. Y'all never see me when I was up, so y'all only going off of when I'm down, and I have never gotten this down before. Never see me when I was up. And then that's what I'm saying. I had to go ahead and prove other shit, because they talking about, you know, you slow, you this, you that. You know, I'm like, that's all the stuff I had to keep bringing up. You know, I graduated. You know, I went to college. I had my you know, I got this, I got that. But that's the thing. Like, I'm tired of fucking I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm tired of going through this bullshit. And these was younger people around my age, you know, and now I'm battling with a woman that's about my mom's age, talking about you ain't got this, you ain't got that. Y'all want to just keep bashing me and keep bashing me, you know, just keep bashing me, just keep fucking bashing me, you know.